All right, so I'm Scott from South Florida Insider, and I'm here with
Michael Johnson.
So, first off, man, it's been really exciting in the UFC these days. Nobody's holding the belt. It seems everybody's changing hands. I know you've got to have been excited seeing what McGregor did, seeing what Rockhold did, but I don't know about you. Kind of threw me off guard what happened with Souza. I thought he had that.
Yeah, Jacare definitely had that fight. You know, he had a hard first round, but, you know, he lost that split decision, but he won the second and third. I know his pain. You know, my last fight, my judges got it wrong as well. So, I mean, they got to do something about this judges system. As far as the belt goes, yeah, they're passing around like hot potatoes, you know. But once I get the lightweight title, it won't change hands for too long.
Does it kind of, hit you wrong when people have been talking after the fight with Ferguson and Barboza? People are saying, man, Ferguson needs to get that title fight. And I'm thinking, I was like, well, wait a second. Michael's already put a hurting on both of those guys.
Absolutely, it does bother me a little bit, especially now that I just saw they put Tony Ferguson ahead of me in the rankings. You know, not like it really matters because the rankings don't mean shit. You know, it's just a champ spot. That's the only spot that matters. But, yeah, I put Ferguson out for a year and a half with a broken arm. And, you know, I just dusted off Edson like it was nothing. So, you know, it does kind of get to me. But at the same time, I got a big fight coming up, and I'm going to go in there with ill intentions at this point. So it's going to be great.
So, like myself and a lot of others, I mean, we really see that winning streak still going. I mean, that's what, 2.5 years. But I don't think any outlet, anybody thought you lost that fight against Dariush.
Yeah, it's definitely in my mind and yours, and just like everybody else's. You know, they saw me winning that fight, and I'm still on a win streak. You know, so they might have it as an L in the books, but we all know it was a W.
Does that make you a little bit more hungry, or maybe to be a little bit more aggressive in this upcoming fight versus Diaz?
Yeah, it makes me think I need to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, the positives I take from that is that it's hard for me to get taken down. You know, and that's a huge aspect of my game, and it's going to continue to get better as my game progresses. But, you know, that's just the main positive, and it definitely makes me hungrier.
And knowing Diaz, I mean, he's always been that character, always the big talker. He's a lot further down in the rankings, which, as you say, and a lot of us agree, doesn't really matter much. But, I mean, you're taking on somebody that's pretty far down in the rankings. It seems like it's doing a lot more for his credibility coming into the fight than it is yours.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is my second fight in a row where I fought somebody that's under the rankings with me, way under. So I guess I can take it how it is. You know, even though he's number 14, and he's still Nate Diaz. You know, he's still one of the best lightweights in the world. He comes to fight, and we're going to put on an exciting show for everybody.
Does that mean that you're going to be standing and trading with this guy? Because we all know he's a legit boxer. You got that wrestling to take him down. So
yeah, you've seen my fights coming out. You guys know I'm gonna stand up and strike with him. If I got to take him down, I'll take him down. But you know, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna stand and bang.
Are you going to do any of the talking with him in the ring? Because he likes to talk.
I might jab at him a few times. I might talk back with him, but I'm fully focused in that fight. You know, he can flip me off whatever he wants, talk shit whatever he wants, but it's gonna be hard to do that when he's on the ground sleeping. So.
Nice. Hey, what's your take on the whole thing with kind of these interim belts and all this stuff? Is it almost seems like it holds up the division and all the rematches. I mean, somebody gets knocked out, here it is, right back a rematch.
Yeah, of course. I don't believe in the immediate rematches unless it was controversy. You know, Ronda shouldn't be getting an immediate rematch. You know, Weidman definitely shouldn't be getting an immediate. Jose, definitely not an immediate for him. You know, that's an easy knockout. Interim titles, I definitely don't believe in them. If it was ever presented to me to fight for an interim title, I would definitely win it. But then, you know, I would turn around and say, don't put the belt around on my waist. You know, with all due respect, it's not a real belt. It's a fake one. And you're not the champion until you beat him. So I don't really believe in those.
And here it is, just barely a few fighters even sitting up ahead of you in that ring. Who knows when the hell they're going to fight again? Pettis and Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on with them? Is that something you can see if they don't give you that title, that it's like, you know what, let me take on one of those two guys?
Well, you know what, Pettis is fighting Eddie in January.
Yeah, that's right.
Pettis is fighting Eddie. Khabib, I think he's taking himself out of the rankings slowly. He can't seem to stay healthy. You know, he's a great guy. I mean, he's one of the best in the division, but he just can't seem to get it right with his health. Those other guys, an interim title might present itself, but at the same time, Cowboy and DeSantos are fighting. I'm fighting in that card. when I beat Nate, I deserve a title shot.
So does that mean after you beat up Nate, you're going to be sitting ringside to make sure you call one of them out?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to be sitting right there. As soon as I beat Nate, I'm going to grab the mic. They're going to be fighting right after me, and they'll know. They'll know I was there. They'll know I won, and they'll know I'll be calling for that title.
Since the time you've been on the Ultimate Fighter, I mean, obviously it's been up and down initially, but then it's been like this streak going on. Do you see yourself as like really, really evolved since that time on the show? I mean, obviously we're seeing it, but really from like the time you were this all-state wrestler and everything else.
I see a little bit of evolution in my game. My striking has definitely developed a lot more. My movement has developed a lot more. But the most important one is my mind for the game has developed tremendously. And I have room to grow. I have room to progress. So I'm just enjoying this ride and enjoying getting better every step of the day.
And obviously being able to at least take a little bit of time before this fight and join this Dolphin game today. I'm guessing not necessarily a Dolphin fan, because don't you still have that St. Louis tie? Or?
Yeah, but I'm not really a Rams fan either. I've never been. I'm embarrassed to say my team, kind of. We're not doing
well,
too
we
good.
got to hear it.
It's the Eagles.
Hey, they might still win the division.
Well, our division's horrible. It's like... Yeah. But, I've just been a McNabb fan. I was a T.O. fan of Michael Vick, Freddie Mitchell way back in the day. So it's kind of stuck with me. But I like coming out here supporting the Dolphins. And, I got a few friends on the team. And, it's good to come out and cheer them to a victory.
So if you weren't fighting, have we ever seen you don the pads or pick up a hockey stick, a basketball, anything?
Football, yes. That's what I did in college. I was a running back, and that was my aspiration. That was my goal, to make it to the NFL. I got a lot of kind of detoured in that after my freshman year, so then I started wrestling in college, and I just never really got back in it, so...
So kind of a good fallback option, I would say, right?
Yeah, I found a real good fallback action. I can't complain. I'm still a professional athlete. I'm still in the top promotion, and I'm making a name for myself, so I can't complain.
And hopefully sometime soon, when we do a Google search for Michael Johnson, you're going to take on the sprinter, just move up in that ranking.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. I think me and him are kind of neck to neck right now.
Yeah,
so.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. So when I win
that belt,
yeah, exactly. So when I win that title, you put in Michael Johnson, I'm gonna pop up. I'll be the first one, guaranteed.
Awesome. Well, hey, looking forward to that fight in Orlando, and yeah, that's it. If you got anything you want to share with the fans.
Perfect. No, just everybody, if you can make it, come out and support, and appreciate everybody listening and reading in on me, and enjoy the ride, because I am.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Thank you.